Hey everyone. So, first, I want to start off by apologizing. This video, I'm going to talk about my accident and what ended up happening and some of the results from that. But I probably won't get too emotional from it. I've been told that my delivery of telling this story is a little nonchalant, and the reason for that is because I don't remember any of it, and so everything that I'm gonna tell you is they're things that I've learned from the firsthand, from my parents or people that saw what happened, and doctors' reports and notes and that sort of thing. So just wanted to say sorry if it comes across a little dry and a little unemotional, but that would be why. So let's jump right into it. And so it sorry August 17th, 2004 was the date that it happened. And what ended up happening was I rode dirt bikes with my family, and we went up to a track, and it was a practice day, but from what I understand, I was pushing it pretty hard. By no means was I, a professional in this sport as far as being the fastest and the best, but I was experienced, and I'd been riding for many years. I knew how to handle the bike. I knew how to handle myself. I was moving at a good pace, and I think it was my mom, my dad, and my brother that were up there with me. My sister, she was at home, I believe. And so what ended up happening was parents and my brother were off the sidelines watching me, and I went behind some trees and didn't come back out. Now, what we've been able to kind of piece together is that there was somebody, a flagger, a volunteer who was standing over there and had their back turned for the first part of it, but saw the end result. And what happened was I came off of a jump, and we don't know for certain why, but I ended up bailing off my bike. So actually, got off and threw it away, and fell about 20 feet, and then landed on the side of my face. And the bystanders saw me bail off and saw the crash. There were other riders on the track. There was one slower rider in front of me. We don't know if he had anything to do with it, but no one saw the whole thing, and so I'm not exactly sure the why, but I do know the result. And so I fell about, like I said, 20 feet, took the impact with the side of my face, and I ended up breaking my jaw and breaking my nose and suffering from a traumatic brain injury. And reading the doctor's notes, I've learned that CPR was performed, I think at least once on the track, and I think another time on the Life Flight helicopter to the hospital. I was thrashing and responsive to pain, but otherwise not responsive to commands and that sort of thing. Had lacerations all over my face, And I ended up getting transported from the track to a big hospital nearby via helicopter, life flight, and spent the next 4 days in a coma. And from what I understand, it basically, the first, I think, 72 hours or so, they were unsure about whether I was going to survive or make it. And then the next day, they weren't sure if I was going to ever come out of a coma. And the fourth day, I started coming out, and actually did coming out of the coma. And miraculously, the fifth day, I actually walked out of the hospital and went home. But it's like I said, I don't remember any of it. I actually don't remember anything before, so my childhood and all of that. I don't have any memories, and I don't remember the actual accident, the crash. And I was 15, so it was just before I started high school. And when I started high school, I don't really remember. There's only maybe a couple little things I remember of my first 2 years, but freshman, sophomore year, not much. Junior, senior, a little more, but still spotty. And college, again, a little bit better. And just as kind of time's gone on, I've been able to retain a little bit more, but I still suffer from short-term and long-term memory loss. Since the initial accident, I've ended up having 3 more TBIs. They haven't been as severe, but still they've been, I've lost consciousness, and they have set me back as well as far as trying to make a recovery. So that's what happened. Like I said, I don't know why, and it's very unusual for me, because it's a story, but I've got lasting results from it that I'm still trying to figure out to this day. It's almost 17 years later, I think. So as a result from that crash and from that injury, besides the memory loss, there have been other post-concussive syndromes that I've dealt with throughout the years, and I'll be getting into those into some other videos, kind of diving deep into each one, and how I process them and how I work through them, and some things like that. But it's taken me this long before I've really chosen to face them. In high school, college, early adulthood, it's just been keeping my head down and trying to survive, and seeing if I just can make it to the next day. And so I've gotten to the point where I've been able to step back, and I've been unemployed for almost a year now, and I've been seeing multiple physicians and going to some different therapies and really looking into this to try and see if anything can be improved on, if I can manage things better, and kind of just get a better sense of where I'm at. So, like I said in some other videos, I will go into the specifics of some of the things I deal with, but I wanted to start off by just kind of giving everyone the story and letting them know what, where this all began. And like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on any changes, any progress. But hopefully in sharing my story here, I can help somebody, or at least help myself work through it. So if you guys have any questions or comments about my injury or what happened or anything like that, feel free to comment below, and I'll do my very best to respond to those. I appreciate all the support. If you guys enjoyed this video, liking and subscribing would be awesome. Help me be able to reach as many people as possible, and see if I can help some people going through some tough times and encourage them. So I appreciate everything. Thanks for watching, guys.